I love taking selfies. What's not to love? I get a kick sharing these silly photos with my friends on Facebook. It's all in good fun. But you know, if you're running a B2B marketing campaign and you want to use social media, you have to be a little more sophisticated than putting funny photos on Facebook. You may remember Bob Simone. He runs Better Living Real Estate out of Foxborough, Massachusetts. We had him on our show a few episodes back. He's doing some rather interesting stuff when it comes to social media marketing. Here's the interview I had with him on the subject. It seems like everybody's using social media, but not everybody's using it correctly. What's your approach to using social media to promote your real estate brokerage?
Well, we found that over the last several years, social media has been an ever-growing part of our business distribution. So we utilize it not just in distributing information about our property listings, but also in distributing information about our brokerage in general. So we have an entire training program surrounding social media. It's actually one of our 4 embedded business development channels in our company. So we've embraced it. We think that social media is really something that should be termed social marketing in our industry, and we enjoy it. We have fun with it.
A training program, what does that entail?
So we go through several months of training for any of the new associates that join our company, and whether they're coming in from an existing brokerage or they're coming in as a new licensee, we want to give them a good foundation in their business. One of the hardest things for any real estate agent to do is project themselves in order to build their own audience and their own business persona. And so what we found is utilizing social marketing, they were able to start to craft an image and craft a business that can be easily absorbed in all of the different social platforms that their particular audience might be using. So we train them to understand, to identify their own audience, to identify what strengths they have in their own business persona, and to start to craft a social marketing campaign around that.
How do you use social media yourself? Are you using Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, YouTube, Tumblr, Pinterest? You can just go on and on. What are the channels that you focus on primarily?
So the type of business development that I've done in social marketing on a personal level involves some of the more popular sites that we all have heard of, Facebook being one of the stronger channels. We also utilize Google+, Twitter. We utilize LinkedIn for our professional business networking. And we'll leverage certain areas of YouTube. We find that Pinterest is one where we're able to distribute photos and business images. So we really look at the entire spectrum, and each one of our associates hones in on the social media and social marketing spectrum that they feel works best for them and their lifestyle. For me, the 4 that I predominantly use would be Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then I'll use Google+ as well.
It's interesting you mentioned Pinterest. You're using that for business. A lot of folks don't really think of Pinterest as a B2B social marketing channel.
Well, I think what ends up happening in our industry is ultimately the consumers will take a look at us as real estate practitioners, but also as people. So if I come to your home and you're interviewing me to help you and your family with your real estate transition, when I leave, part of your decision might be to see who I am online. You may see my social marketing. You may connect with me through Facebook if you are an active Facebook user. For certain age groups, Twitter might be more predominant in their absorption of information on a particular subject or a particular person. So what we do is look at the audience that we're addressing. We try to put some information out about us on both a personal and professional level. Pinterest can touch on both. We have, interest personally. We can build storyboards, and we have professional interest that can be displayed in the types of listings or rooms that we favor and things like that.
One thing I love about your social media outreach is you have something, it's #LoveMyJob.
Yes.
What's that all about?
Well, look, how many people do you hear on a daily basis when you're having a casual conversation tell you how much they love what they do? There are very few people that grow up and say, boy, when I get to be an adult, I want to be a real estate agent. Real estate is one of those industries that people find themselves in. And when you find yourself moving toward a particular industry or in an industry, a lot of times it's a conscious decision. That's something I enjoy. So what we try to tell people is that real estate is a business. When you learn how to develop it as a business, not just as a hobby, that can be really something that you can love doing. You can enjoy the aspects of helping people. You can enjoy certainly a financially rewarding career. There's a lot of people who have made, great incomes in careers in real estate. So, I hashtag love my job because just on a daily basis, I'm helping people with, major life-changing moves. And I think that that's one of the things I find rewarding.
Sorry, bad habits die hard. One of the most interesting companies in today's mortgage world is Total Mortgage Services out of Milford, Connecticut. I did an interview with John Walsh, the company's founder and president, on why he decided to start this company. Here's what he had to say. John Walsh, what makes Total Mortgage Services different from all other companies out in the industry?
We've been always done things a little bit differently than everybody else. We've always want to make sure we put people in mortgages they can afford. Even back in the subprime, when the crisis hit in 2007, 2006, 2007, we didn't do any subprime, we didn't do any Alt-A or any option arm loans. And we just gave mortgages to people that can afford mortgages. So we kind of always tried to do the right thing, and I think that served us very well.
How many markets are you currently in?
We're in 32 states and Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you started basically in Connecticut with just one office?
Yeah, we started back in 1997 in one office. It was me, myself, and one processor, and we've just continued to grow from there. We went from broker to banker, then we got into started getting in different states. Then we started best efforts delivery. Then we started doing mandatory delivery, and then we got our Fannie, our Freddie, and our Ginnie approvals, and we just continue to grow and continue to kind of go up the chain.
How did you find all the right people to help you grow this company in such a wonderful way?
That's the hard part, Phil. I always tell people we build this company one person at a time. And good people are hard to find. And I've had a lot of people with me who have been with here for 10, 15 years. And it's just, we always try to give people the highest and best use. A lot of people here have been, they're like, John, I've had, 27 desks and I've had 15 different jobs. And it's great. We're always trying to cross-train people. We're always trying to put people in jobs that they like to do. I always tell people I can't always put you in a job that you want, that you love. But if you tell me what you'd like to do, I try to put you in that area. So it's a two-way street, right? So we like to have great people who work for us, and we want great people who want to work for us. So that's kind of how it's been. And the important thing is our people. We really don't manufacture anything. It's a service business, and it's all about the people. So, and I do have some great people that work here.
Let's say I wanted to work for your company. What would you be looking for in terms of hiring me, either as a loan officer or underwriter or processor?
First and foremost, you have to have a great attitude. With a great attitude and the willingness to work hard, I could do just about anything. And that's pretty much what I look for in people. So hypothetically, if I just came out of college, say with a philosophy degree, I'd be able to get work as a loan officer? We hire a lot of recent college graduates, and you just never know where you're going to fall in my company. I've hired people from all different walks of life with all different types of degrees. I've had people who've started here answering phones who've come up and almost been almost operations managers. People with philosophy degrees be very successful loan officers. So it just not everybody. It's not where you have to have a Harvard MBA or a Yale University degree. It's a situation where, again, if you have the right attitude and you're willing to work hard and you're willing to listen, I could do a lot with that.
Are you actively recruiting new people to come join the company?
We are. We're definitely we're continuing to grow. We have an initiative with the state of Connecticut. The state of Connecticut gave us $3.5 million loan that also has some forgiveness tied to it if we do certain job creation. And we've been able to, we've used the money to move into a new building and also to continue to grow. But we are growing, and we're actively looking for new people from all different levels, from loan officers to underwriters, processors, closer, across the whole gamut of jobs at Total Mortgage.
Excellent. And if a young person watching this wanted to get involved with Total Mortgage, they could just go to your website, or are you involved in job fairs or active recruitments on campus?
We're not doing job fairs yet, but we have done them in the past. You can go to our website. We have HR obviously handles all the applications, but we're definitely looking for good people to join our company. So,
John Walsh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm still taking selfies. What can I say? I love myself. Love posting these photos on Facebook and elsewhere on the computer. What do you say about your company online? What is the message that you're putting out across? Obviously, I'm just doing this for fun, having a joke with my friends, but for business purposes, I wouldn't be making funny faces and sticking them on Facebook or Instagram, Tumblr, or whatnot. Or maybe I could say, hey, well, this guy doesn't take himself too seriously, and he likes to have a good time and likes to make people laugh. That's what makes me stand out from others. There's a holiday in the Jewish faith called Passover. You may have heard of it. It happens every spring. It celebrates the Israelites saying goodbye to Pharaoh and going off to the Holy Land. During the Passover celebration, there's a meal called the Seder, and it begins with a traditional question: why is this night different from all other nights? You know, that Passover question could be asked about your business. What makes your business different from all other businesses? What makes it stand apart from the competition? You could say the same thing about yourself. What makes you different from the people you're working with and the people you're competing against? What kind of message are you sending about yourself? Are you serious? Are you fun-loving? Are you focused? Are you reserved? Your company, are you willing to go the extra mile, or you're just willing to get the job done as quickly and cheaply as possible? If you could define what makes you different from everybody else out there in one single, concise, cogent sentence, well, half your marketing problems are over. Of course, you may have some new problems if you're not able to differentiate yourself, or if you answer the question in a way that's really not very positive to how you operate. So stop and think, what really makes you different from all others? And if there's something that you could really boast about, well, hey, more power to you. And that's something worth sharing on social media. I'm Phil Hall for the Mortgage News Network's Housing Show. Peace out.
The Housing Show airs every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time and can be viewed exclusively on MortgageNewsNetwork.com. Thanks for watching us here on Mortgage News Network. You know, you could be part of the action here. If you have a product or service for mortgage professionals, you can be a sponsor and have your commercial here on Mortgage News Network. And if you don't have a commercial, that's okay. We have plenty of clever and creative folks behind the camera who can make a commercial for you. For more information, please send an email to info@mortgagenewsnetwork.com. Or for immediate info, please call Beverly Bolnick, our National Sales Manager, at 516-409-5555, extension 4. And she'll tell you how you can be part of the action.
This is Mortgage News Network.